guys, tonight I'm going to show you and tell you how I make roasted chicken stewed soup. We have a store here called, something's going by. We have a store here called King Savers, and inside King Savers they have a huge deli department where they sell like cakes and cookies and just pastry, and then they have the deli section where they have like potato salad, fried chicken, burritos, all that stuff, you know. At the end of the day, when I get ready to make this soup, at the end of that day, I call the store and I ask them to save me all the chicken legs that they had left over out of the deli for that day, and they always save them for me, and they always give them to me at a really good discount price. So this is what I got. This whole pan cost me about $2. Anyway, we're going to take a crock pot and we're going to put these already cooked chicken legs, what do you call them, drumsticks, in the bottom. And oh, that chicken smells so good. And this is a cheap way to do it, but it is so good. I mean, it is very good. The flavor is just outstanding. All right. Now, hang on, let me get this out of the way. All right, so now we got our chicken in our pot. Now, I take Swanson's. Of course, you can buy whatever you want. It doesn't have to be Swanson's if you don't want it. But chicken broth and 2 cups of the chicken broth, and I pour it over the chicken. I think we're going to have to do 3 because I got a little few extra in there. So let's just do 3. All right. Because you don't have to cover the whole chicken, but I like to have it up there enough to where when it's hot, it steams it. All right, then we're going to use about 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. All right. Then just put whatever pepper you want in it to your taste, and I like a lot of pepper in my soups and stuff. All right. Now, I do not add salt to this. I just don't find it necessary. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on high, and then I'm just going to leave it for about 4 hours and let all that chicken steam and cook off the bone. Now, remember, this is already cooked chicken. I just got this from the deli, and now all I want to do is cook it with a lot of moisture so it steams the meat completely off the bone. And this will be easy to clean the bones up because they're drumsticks. They just have the one bone down the middle and the little sharp bone on the side, and that's it. So it's going to be easy. You don't have to worry about leaving chicken bones in there and getting choked on it or anything. So we got our broth in there, and now we're going to turn this on a high, and we're going to let it set for about 4 hours, and then we'll be back to add the rest of the stuff. This stew is so freaking good. it is so easy to get addicted to it, because doing it like this, it brings the roasted chicken flavor out into the stew. Oh my gosh. It's good, or even better than hamburger stew. But it is really, really good. All right, guys, we'll see you back here in about 4 hours or so. Okay, guys, our chicken is finally done. So now I got a colander with a bowl under it. Now we're going to remove all the chicken from the juice. Ooh, look at that, just falling off the bone. That's how we wanted it. And you know, the best part about this isn't it at all. So it's not going to be hard to clean and separate it. So but I do try to dig through there and get everything out, simply for the fact that a little piece of bone might have fell down in there. All right. Now I gotta go clean all of this. Look at that chicken, doesn't that look good? All right, now I gotta go clean all this, and as soon as I get it clean, we'll be back to finish it up. All right, so now we've got our chicken plucked and peeled, and I tried to leave it in as big of pieces as I could, because that's why it's called a stew, because you want to leave it in bigger chunks. Let's get this moved over a little bit so you can see better here. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a dab of tomato paste in there, just good couple of teaspoons full, and mix it in with our broth. Alright, so now we're going to put the chicken back in there, and as I put it back, I'm going to fill it again to make sure. And I wanted to leave my chicken, when I peeled it, in pretty good sized chunks. Alright, so now we got all of our chicken back in there. Now remember, do not add salt or anything like that, because your broth is full of salt. And let me get this a little bit closer so you guys can see what's going on here. But anyway, there's our chicken. Alright, let me get my other stuff ready and we'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to put 1 full can of corn. Don't drain these, guys. Put juice and all in there. Sliced potatoes. Get the lid to come open. And I'm not slicing these because it's a stew. Sliced potatoes. Oh, I hate these lids. Cut green beans. I don't put 2 cans of one thing in there because I don't want one thing to overpower it, especially tomatoes. Then we got 1 can of peas, whole peas. Remember, don't drain any of these cans. You want that juice. Then we've got 1 can of petite cut tomatoes. If I can get it open here. And a lot of people will put 2 cans of tomatoes. I don't do that because I don't like the way the tomatoes just take over the taste of the whole pot. So I only put 1 can like everything else. Alright, make sure you get that good and stirred because you want that chicken broth that you cook the chicken in. You want that to mix with the water and juices that you poured out of the cans. Now, see how thick it is? That's what makes it a stew instead of a soup. So what we're going to do is turn it on low, and we're going to let this sit here and simmer for about 2 hours. And we'll be right back. All right, guys. Let's see what we got. Okay. This takes cost about $8 to make this meal. And usually I can divide it up to sometimes about 10 meals, you know, when it's just me. So I'm usually getting about, I usually get about $1 to the meal, sometimes a little under. So it's really good price-wise. You put a little cheese. Then we're going to put just a little bit of dried chives on it, cheese, and then I like to take, I don't eat crackers with this, but I like to take toast, and I make good strong toast, dark toast, and just cut the toast in strips. And there we go, guys. There is your drumstick chicken stew soup. I'll get it right in a moment. But it's really good. About $8 to $9 to make. For one person, you can get about 10 to 15 meals out of it. Less than $1 a meal, and it's really good. It sticks to your ribs good. You can also put a dollop of sour cream on top of it. You don't have to put cheese. You don't have to put anything at all. But anyway, there we go, guys. I'm gonna go sit down and enjoy this, and I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I hope you give it a try, because I know that you will like it. Have a good night.